Hello and welcome to part 59. Like usual, check the description for any timestamps you want to jump to. Otherwise, thanks for sticking around for the play-by-play. And if you're here, it probably means you want to see the end of this raid. Circle of Avalon are hostile, and they are here. But we're ready. In the last video, we managed to prepare ourselves. Most of our team is in position on our wall. And they're ready to shoot, so let's get this party started. Just increase the speed slowly. Looks like it took a moment for them to get running. Thankfully, one of the thugs with the battering ram looks to have just run right into our trap. Let's get rid of these trees, we can see this a little bit easier. This is what we're dealing with. 11 archers in total, the rest are different marauders and thugs. Let's see if we can get our folks into better position. Spread out amongst the wall here. Thug Sweatine has died. Sweatine? Looks like our first blood. That battering ram will be ours. Another one is down. Excellent. Okay, are these folks down here not moving? Let's get you up on the wall here. Get you in a better position. No chance. No, we're even, well, close to our gate, I guess. Alright. I think we only had 3 thugs with the battering rams to deal with. Let's take a moment. See if we can get a nice thumbnail for ourselves. Right, maybe a thumbnail that the whole area is. We'll see. We'll see what we use. They are just dropping. A few of our people were injured. You're wearing summer clothes. I think I had you go to get winter clothes, but maybe I interrupted that. Archers are down. Summerhild's weapon has broken. Okay, we got 4 archers left. Let's see if we can find some of them. That's an archer. Thug. Marauder. Archer. Alright, well this archer is going to get picked off by several of these soon. Just hope the archers here don't do any damage. Settlers are starving. You know what, let's go deal with that. Base is doing okay. We took a little bit of a hit. How much of a hit? Oh wow, you're down to 60%. Okay, let's move you. Let's move you to safety. Can we attack this archer? Well, looks like the battle is done. 37 of those enemies were defeated. Didn't even last 3 hours. That's one of the shortest ones we've had recently. Alright, shout out to Christian and Ulrich. Took Got another archer. Perfect. Okay, so let's set this to keep open. Looks like a few of these marauders outside are wounded. So let's get you, let's pause on pause just to refresh them there. Let's get you to open this gate. And then we're going to rush outside and we're going to see who we can clean up. Right. The range just too far. Can't attack. Okay. Let's oh, you don't have a weapon. That's why you can't attack. Great. Okay. Gate's almost open. Gate is open. There's two people out here. This one's probably getting away. Let's see if we can chase them down. Let's see, this one got a pierced leg muscle, so they got a slower movement speed. This one's getting away. We're not going to be able to get that good war bow or good light armor, which is fine. We make our own war bows. Maybe we'll get this one though. Nah, they're too far. Let's cut our losses. Okay, let's go through one by one. We're gonna undraft and we're gonna drop helmets. Right, undraft, drop your helmet. Some of you don't have weapons. It's okay, you'll get weapons soon. Oh, you were already undrafted. Okay, helmet and armor. A little tedious, but we gotta do this. Make sure people aren't wearing things they shouldn't be wearing. Make sure everyone's not drafted after a fight. I know technically it's not over. They're running away right now. But I guess we could unpause this as well. Oh, didn't mean to draft you again. Yeah, let's just slow it down. We're almost through this drafted list. It's probably easier to just select everyone to undraft them right away instead of going through this way, but we've already started. You're already undrafted, we just dropped your helmet. Because right now that we've unpaused, the people who are drafted are just standing around. Okay, and they could be sleeping or doing night shift work, but chances are they're probably tired, having been up for so long. Okay, let's see, let's double click these and make these urgent. Now, I don't know if there's enough space over here. Let's see, do we need to get more graves set up? I do need to get more graves set up. I thought I had a lot more graves ready to go. Okay, well, can't be placed. How are we doing for materials? Yeah, we got a lot. We got meals. Okay, let's increase that speed a little bit. And dear mod, I know you're preparing food, but let's get you to put away some of these bodies on night shift here. And I believe it's Mott who's also on nights, and Tiffania. Let's go prioritize some of these bodies. Now, did I get anyone else on nights recently? No, but I think there might be a prisoner that might be going to night shift soon. We don't have any perks. Okay. Let's get you to go back and you to go back. And did your mod already run inside? You're enjoying entertainment. Okay. Well, that's what we get for looking around while people are working. Let's get a few more put away. Make it a little bit easier on the day shift. They're done in an hour or so, so let's do one more body for each of you. There's not that much space left in the graveyard at the moment, so we're definitely going to need to put in more graves. Looks like there's a few spots here that were dug out recently, so we can fill this in. And then we can start putting in graves here as well. Doesn't look like we can. Oh, we can. There's a way down here. Okay, let's harvest this. Let's take this carcass, get that exotic fox material, and start putting in dirt down here. Then we'll end up filling this up to the same height. Animals are hungry. Are these the cats? Oh, they're eating all the dead. Okay. Auto-equipping. Hauling to stockpile. Okay, instead of you constructing, actually, let's leave the constructing alone. They're probably constructing graves. Let's get a few of you to start putting these bodies away instead of producing. Hauling the stockpile, that's fine. Okay, that'll be a good start. We have digging. This is our priority the last little while. We're going to continue trying to dig here. But in the meantime, we need to get those graves put away. We need the graves filled up. We need graves built. Just grab a few more people. Seem to be running away. Alright, we got some graves set up. Let's allocate these, make sure they're usable. Otherwise our people won't be able to fill them. Okay. Who else is running away? Slow down that speed a little bit so we can catch these folks as they're making a break for it. They're trying to avoid work. You have that turned off. Lucky you. Lucky you. Sorry, boss, not in my job description. Beggar arrives. Brutal field doctor. Okay. Foxy. What's your speechcraft? 30. Eric. 22. Let's get Eric to talk to Wilfred here. Do we not have graves ready? Looks like we don't have enough graves ready. have that turned off. Okay. Eric, I thought I sent you here to negotiate. Need you to negotiate before he leaves. Or did I get you to grab a body? Is that what happened? Okay. Now, I believe if we set it by dollar amount, all of the meals should be in the same area. Were they around 13? My brain's remembering 1350. No. Is it less? Less than that? More than that? Maybe it's less. There's packaged meals here. I'll give you several packaged meals. Let's give you maybe a superior hat. I believe shirts are probably more expensive, so let's go down. We'll see if we can get you a nice winter or summer clothes. Maybe something better than just good. Yeah, superior. We'll give you wool. Nice wool winter clothes. Some packaged food. Do we have alcohol we can give you? Some fine aged wine, or maybe some mead. I wonder, alphabetical would be best for that? We have a lot of helmets. Do you want a helmet? Doesn't look like we have mead. Okay. You know what? We're way over what they're requesting. Let's just give them that. Packaged meal, a new hat, some new clothes. Fortunately, that wasn't enough to get a point of interest, but maybe next time. Maybe we overgave. Alright, well, let's increase the speed. Let's take a look. Got a lot of garbage lying on the ground here. People are resetting traps. Let's take this moment to go through our inventory here to see what people are using. So you have a weapon equipped, but it's not very high durability. So instead of risking that breaking on you next time, let's go and get something better. Now you don't have a skill to wear any of these stronger weapons, but you can grab this war bow, or sorry, short bow. Your curved bow, good hit points. What about you, war bow? No. Let's grab that war bow. Yeah, look at this curved bow, it's low. Let's grab this one. Now the idea is once we switch out these weapons, that if we have anything on the stockpile that's not in good condition. Hey look, we got our light crossbow on. Look at that range, 25 meters. So hopefully once we put on these better weapons, if any of these older ones are low enough durability, they'll just get dismantled. These are empty, right? Settler's wounds need tending. Now, I right-clicked on you, but it looks like someone else is already on top of that. Thanks, Christian. What is your medicine? 6? Alright, well, that's good. Let's go take a look at these graves. Graves are being put in. Looks like we have a few ready to go. Let's just set these up with the check marks. We got 7 over there, and we have enough bodies. Okay, Pyramid, I know you're preparing food. Let's pass on that. And maybe we'll just have you take care of these. Oh, you're already in the area. Perfect. I'm not going to have anyone else on night shift help you out. I'm going to let them do their thing. There's only a few bodies here. I trust you to do this work. Let's take a quick look. Is it resources? Carcass, right? Looks like there's 4 on the ground in the whole map, and that's these 4. I don't know if that takes any into account that are being carried at the moment. Like right now there's 3 on the ground, and he's carrying 1. Yeah. So it takes it out of the inventory on the ground. Makes sense. You still have a lot of hit points. There's no bones on the ground, so it doesn't look like the cats and the dogs and the wild animals ate them. Now, maybe I should have built a graveyard with like a fence or like a wall or something. Kind of like protect the graves from the animals. Maybe I'll do that next time I do a let's play and I build a little different town. I got ideas for another build I'll do once this one is done, but I don't know when this one will actually be done. I don't think I'm at risk of the raiders destroying my gate and breaking in, but if they do, I mean, we'll see how our defenders hold off. Okay, bodies have been taken care of. Our enemies have been laid to a proper rest. Let's cut these trees down here. All these dead trees. We'll get some more wood. There's also like mature trees here. We should just cut these down. Let's take a moment. Let's go through this side here. Let's try to get rid of a lot of these trees that are creeping up. I don't like these trees next to my wall. I feel like I don't think it really affects the archers. It's always just something in my head where if I was an archer and I was shooting at an enemy who's hiding behind a tree or a bush, you know, they'd have a little bit of cover. But it makes it a little bit harder to get screenshots for the thumbnails. I like to get picture of all the raiders attacking the base, and if there's a bunch of trees in the way, it doesn't make it look great. It's hard to see the action, and I don't really like having to do this because then it kind of, I don't know, looks weird. Having to make the trees like see-through. A lot of our animals dying. Remember that, dear mod? Remember when you took out Fluffy the cat by accident? Is there a maple tree here? Let's cut this down. I don't like how tall that tree got in this area. Like, where did this giant maple tree come from? Some fruitless trees here. Let's cut these down. Ripe ones we can harvest. You know, let's cut that birch tree down too, and let's just get rid of these shrubs. Do some lawn care inside our base. Let's harvest these. H for harvest. They're ripe. Hey, 9 deer have arrived. So with animals, let's take a look. Let's see how Bob the bear has been doing. Look, last one's success, 44%. He's a year old now. He's still young. I think he was 40 days when he showed up. Is a year 48 days? 12 days a month? So he's been here 8 days. I don't know if we managed to tame him every day or if every day was a success. But if it wasn't a success, he probably would have attacked whoever's been taming him. Let's see, combat related. Unarmed damage, 14. He can do critical hits. Unarmed hit chance, more likely to hit. Yeah, if he gets like, 2 crits, 3 crits in, your person has motor function damage, they can't get away. They're going down. That bear is eaten. Alright, we have a lot of mature trees to cut down. Let's take a moment. Let's just assign some more digging before we get too far ahead of ourselves. And let's take a look at the jobs, and we'll see if we have people cutting plants as a priority. Doesn't look like I have too many people cutting plants. We have a lot of people doing harvesting and botany and then cutting plants. Alright, you're fishing, animal husbandry. Let's have you cut plants after that. So Wolfled, you are on second shift. Let's get someone on first shift to cut plants. That person's not cold anymore? Okay. Now they're cold again. Okay. So we don't want it to be someone who's cooking. You are a steward. Constructing. Crafting. Ah, you're cooking. Okay, we don't want you to do it. I think it was all the way to Hawaii's that could. So Hawaii's, you're smithing. You know what, Harnald? Looks like it's gonna be you. Crafting is important, so is mining and constructing, but let's get you to cut plants first, and then you'll craft. There's a lot of other people crafting as well. We have a lot of trees to cut down, it looks like. We have a lot of graves to get ready. Let's go through these. We'll set these up. First day of winter is here. Excellent. Looks like these are already set up. Okay. Do these need to be dug out? They do. So winter is here. That means we're not really going to be digging outside where we wanted to be digging. So now it's going to be colder. Our people, thankfully this is right outside the base, so I don't feel too bad about having them dig here. So you know what, let's just keep them digging here for now. And as soon as they start complaining about it being cold, we'll take it inside. I'm going to dig this out. Oh, and we can't reach this at the moment. Okay, so let's cancel this. And since no one can stand on these, we can just have all of this be dug out. Okay. Well, they got their work cut out for them. I know I talked about having our workers dig this out in the winter, but as long as they're not complaining about running out here, because it's relatively close to the entrance, I'm gonna have them power through, at least in the first few days of winter. We'll see how far they get. So let's go back to our weaponry. Just wanted to see what people were wearing here, what we can change out. Deer group has left. You don't need to wear a light helmet right now. Do we have a lot of light armors? Got a few. These are all on the armor racks. Suffering from cold. Okay, you were wearing summer clothes. Let's get you on winter clothes. Now, those are probably in one of these wardrobes. There's sturdy ones and flimsy ones. We don't want that. Are these wardrobes empty? No, they have a few things in them. Let's get those good winter clothes. Okay. Let's go through. We're focusing on the bows at the moment. Let's just try to get weapons in everyone's hands that are in good condition. Because if we're going to be planning to raid this bandit camp in the next, less than 12 days, hopefully like 10 days or so, I did want to go before winter, but it's not going to happen now. Let's see, are these weapon racks empty? They are. Has some weapons in there that are somewhat usable. Yeah, those bows have less hit points than I'd like. Let's take a look in the basement here. Any short bows? Probably be easier to just look in the overview and find it that way. Happy birthday. Looks like you got a perk there, Harald. Was it Harald? Harneld, sorry. Now heat resistant. Okay, let's take a look. Ranged weapons. We have some short bows, but it doesn't look like we have any that are at 100% anymore. Okay. Does that mean we can take those apart? So anything that's 50% or lower. Okay. Oops, I did not mean to get rid of that. Space to bring all that. Okay. Guess if we don't have short bows, we're gonna have to pass on anyone who had a short bow that was gonna break. Let's see, how far up the list did we get? I know I saw someone with a crossbow, and I said that was fine. So, your short bow. What is your skill? Marksman of 7? I don't think you can use anything better. No longbow, no curved bow, no war bow yet. You can get another short bow here. Is that one better hit points? No, we're going to pass on that. Your short bow is sturdy. Let's get this good one. You don't need a bow. Your bow is great. This long bow could be better. You want to grab that sturdy one though? No. Let's grab this good one. Let's see, can you wear this curved bow? You can, okay. What about you? Could use one with more hit points. Your short bow is running lower than I'd like. Marksman of 8 though. I don't think you can wear a war bow. No, so we'll pass on you. That is going to break any moment. Thankfully your marksman skill is really high. Let's see, do we have any really good bows? Got a fine curved bow here for you. You also have skill, you can use a good one. Let's get you this curved bow. It's a superior one, but it is a little bit damaged. You know, we're gonna leave that. 259, it's more than enough. 136 for a short bow. Your skill isn't that high. Do we have any short bows here that are slightly better? No. We're gonna leave that then. Sturdy, do we have a good one? Give you a good one here. Good war bow. It's gonna break. Let's see, we can get you a longbow. We can get you a good longbow. Curved bow, sturdy. It's about to break. Let's get you something better. Get you that longbow. Get you this. Can you get a curved one? Yes, you can. Short bow, fine. We'll leave that. This one is fine, but it's got pretty low. Marksman is low. It's a flimsy one, but it's got a decent amount of hit points. You know what, we'll leave that one with you. This one is low, so how about you get that flimsy one for now. Marksman is 8, can't get anything better. And we're back to the top with Aiken here. Okay. Not bad. Got a lot of our weapons changed over. See how the digging's progressed. Yeah, we made good progress. We still have another layer to dig out here. That's clay, we gotta dig that out. It's all dirt. Is any clay under here? There is. What level is that? That's on a level here we're not digging to yet. But same thing as before, we don't want this to fall apart above. So let's dig that out little by little. Less than 11 days. Who is starving? You're starving. You have an appetite. That's why. You know what? Maybe I should have you sleep a little bit less. Maybe I should have everyone sleep a little bit less. How does it sound to get up an hour earlier? Or maybe just go to bed an hour later? Give you more time to eat. So maybe we'll move all of these schedules a little bit. Right, this will be our time for everyone to have a party if needed. And you know what, let's apply more role duties then for the two people who are doing the roles. Before I go farther down, let's just grab the night shift and copy the night shift over. And then Hrothgar? Did I get someone joined recently that I didn't go through? Why do you have no armor set? You should have light armor if you are one of the archers. I don't remember. Did I click on the wrong schedule? Let's see. Okay. Let's move you down to the same shift, and let's just count how many we have on that first shift. So we got 6 there. 11 with the rolls. So we got 18 right now. If we set up these ones, that's 3, 8 down here, 11. So I know we had 14 before, so let's move 3 of you over. Let's just double check I counted right. So 14. We still got our 2 on the night shift. Who's at the top here now? So 6, 9 over there, 11 with the 2, the rolls. So 15. So 15, 14, and 3. Now, is anyone here on nights? Forty winks. I don't remember seeing Hrothgar here. My brain just blew a fuse. Alright, if I hold an event, I got 32. I don't remember having 32. We got room for 37 people in total with our basement spot. So we definitely have enough. We're at 86%, 95%. Okay, maybe we should get one more person. Let's see, did we have someone on nights that's available that isn't yet been recruited here? Okay, Catalina, we will add you. And then let's see, any of you on nights? No, okay. If you ever bug out your game with this region thing, I find that hitting the menu fixes that. If that ever happens to you for some reason, when the region screen gets like blanked out for whatever reason, hitting the menu button seems to just refresh the visuals on that. If you ever get that kind of bug or glitch. Okay, people cleaning up hats, great. Now let's double check everyone's wearing winter clothing. After we're done checking our own people, I want to go take a look at the prisoners to see whoever's not wearing good quality clothing, we're going to have them take it off, and then we'll only do that when they have clothing available in the little box there. Alright, looks like everyone's got good winter clothing. Good, fine, or better. Looks like we can fill in this spot here. Let's do that. And let's take a look in that prison. So what's in the box? We got superior and fine. No hats though. Maybe I should put a wardrobe in here instead of a chest, but... Is there... Yeah, there's a chest. It's a prisoner's stash, but that's for the food. I'm wondering if I should replace the chest with a wardrobe. But then you won't see this. I guess we could put the wardrobe along this wall. Let's move 2 chests over there for now, before we have anyone take off clothing they don't need. Alright, good news. Someone has joined us. No night owl perks. Okay, we're gonna switch Hawaii's to the second shift. And Berhtred, let's go manage you. So, let's take a look. Melee and marksman, so you will be a marksman. Cap, winter, light armor, and meals. We want you eating raw food. Schedule we did. Jobs. Okay, firefighting, set that to 2. Patient, that can be fine with 3. Convalesce, down to 1. Urgent haul, you're eager for that, so let's set you down for 1 for that. And it looks like you are eager to just haul and be a steward, so let's keep that in mind. Jailer will set to low. You like hunting, we'll set that as a priority. Constructing, you know what, we'll keep that at number 3 to do after stewarding. Fishing off, growing off, harvesting off. Animal husbandry, we'll set that to low. Mining, we'll set that to low as well. Cutting plants we'll do before. Your skill's not high, but it's higher than your mining skill, and cutting plants is important. Maybe we'll actually have you do that more than constructing, even though your constructing skill is higher, but we'll see. Cooking, no. Crafting, we'll turn that on low. Smithing off, carpentry off, tailoring. I feel like we have better tailors, but we'll leave this on. Right now, maybe higher than mining and animal husbandry. But we'll still have you cutting plants first. Alchemy, we'll leave this on. Right now we're not doing a whole lot with alchemy, but we'll set this to a 3, just because we do want the hauling and the stewarding to happen first. And same with the artistry. Now, cutting plants, we do want you to do that before any of those other things, and we'll turn the constructing down. We definitely want more plant cutting to happen. 27 years old. Wow, you're full on the religion that we don't want in our society. This was supposed to be an Oak Brethren colony. And as you go through, you'll see several people. Quite a lot more than I actually thought have seemed to have switched over. Well, it is what it is. Friendly visit from a merchant. Ancrene Disciples. I was going to say currently the only one who's friendly? No, one of several that are friendly. Graves put in, selected properly. We'll take a look at that trader in a moment. Let's get these graves checked. Alright, looking good. Let's put in a few more up here. Okay, merchants. Morning is happening. Wait a few more hours. We'll get someone to trade with you shortly. Let's get those filled in. Is that clay? No, that's dirt. Okay, so let's fill this one in. We don't want that corner to get taken off. Okay, it's the morning. Eric, you're well rested. Let's go trade. Let's see what you got. Okay. We want your 6 gold coins. We want your meals. We want your aged fine wine. Look how the wine is like half price from the stuffed eggs. You know what, normally I'd buy barley, but we have so much now that we started planting our own barley in the amount we have. Let's get some beet seeds. Let's sell some cabbage seeds. Let's sell some carrot seeds as well. Free up some space. And let's sell some flax seeds. We've still got space. Looks like we need to give them some value. Do we have any clothing we can get rid of? Might give them an animal to take all this clothing with them. Especially since they're not able to carry a whole lot. We have an older sheep here we can give them. And still not ready to accept, so let's just add a few more. These don't have such great value because you can see like the hit points on them. Look at that, 9%. It's worth like barely half a gold piece there. Still has a lot of weight to it, but I'd rather just give away this stuff. Let's see, do we have a female dog we can give them? One that's got a few years? Yeah, 5 years, okay. They're willing to accept that, but we want to increase our reputation with them, so let's give them as much of this as we can. Sturdy tapestries, eh? Looks like we made some tapestries. They're just terrible, terrible art. Terrible artwork. Okay, that's quite a lot there. We got more here. Okay, and we're past the weight limit. Let's see if we have some hats. Any hats that are bad quality here? Hats weigh a lot less. Throw in a crown. What are these made out of? Wooden crowns? Don't have any bone crowns? Any gold crowns? That weighs so much, I'd give that away if I could. Okay, I guess we don't really have a whole lot more space, but we can't even give away a sapling. Okay, well, let's call that a trade. We're giving them more than needed. Giving away some animals that will probably just die of old age and get slaughtered. We don't really need the meat. So this would just help increase our reputation a little bit. Look at that, one alignment. Ancrene Disciples, 60%. Alright, well, we traded. That's good. Got that out of the way. And now we can pretty much call an end to the video. So let's take a moment. We'll turn on the roofs. We'll turn on the trees. We'll roll up all the way to the top layer. And we'll take a nice little recap tour of our base. So we managed to defend ourselves. Looks like we cleaned up the bodies and all the loot that dropped here pretty nicely. Reset the traps. No fire traps went off. So they did spawn, I believe it was the northeast over here. So we can keep that in mind for setting up traps in the future. We did manage to put away all the bodies. We expanded our graveyard. We put in more graves. Definitely going to be putting in even more graves the next session. I don't like building in the winter out here, but it's a good idea to get some more graves. I don't know if I'll be digging this out anytime soon. Maybe we'll wait for the springtime. We'll just be moving westward here with the graves. And I know I've been talking about digging on the inside during the winter, but since this is near the entryway to our base, our people haven't complained. There's no cold snap yet, so I've just had them digging out here. And it looks like we're gonna have to get one layer under here still, so I'm trying to dig out this little piece at the bottom here so we can continue our slope downward. And we're using slopes instead of ladders so that the dogs we have can help haul away all of this extra material instead of our people having to do it. Yeah, it's decent progress for today's session. A little bit of digging. We managed to get one of our prisoners converted, so hopefully we'll get more converted soon. We also now only have 7 prisoners, which is how many beds we have, so I don't feel bad about having extra prisoners in there. I don't think anyone has complained. Oh, let's get that picked up and out of the way. This doesn't have anything in it. This doesn't have anything in it. Okay, hopefully someone cleans those up soon. Can I not allow that? What's going on? There we go. Just click F, do it that way if you can't pick it. I just want to quickly go through our prisoners here, see what they're happy about. Look, they're happy they slept in a prison cell. Ugly apparel. Elegant apparel even. What are you wearing? Flawless and fine? Okay. Ugly apparel. Yeah, so look at that. 59 versus their 68%. Even you, 68%. Both of them, looks like. Quite a difference. Even you, 65%. Just pretty happy. Who is in the process of being recruited, though? You are 0%, and you are 85%. Okay, so let's add one more person to that list before we call it a session. I know we're past the hour mark. You're at 26%. Why was that turned off? Let's turn you back on. You have culinary skill, marksman. I have a feeling I might have turned their name off by accident one time when I was supposed to click on someone else's name, so I'm glad that I have that fixed if that's the case. And they're already partway through, so that's good. We'll leave off on that note of catching one of our mistakes. So thanks again for stopping by. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Have a great one.